man. Put it on these boys. Put fear in the eyes, man. Let's go.
Leader is just one word that describes Eli Aur.
He's been a guy, in my opinion, that's coming here with just a work pal attitude and hadn't flinched.
He's a big leader in the locker room and for the whole team.
Eli will come each and every day with a smile on his face, ready to work.
My first time stepping foot on campus, he was a great person to me, great friend, and just shows the kind of person that he is, of being able to just be welcoming to other people and be an example.
If leader was just one word that describes Eli Aur, then passion is another. Heavily influenced by his father, John, Eli grew up an Ole Miss fan. This university means everything to him.
I was there for the good and the bad. Remember the season, I forgot what year it was, when went 2-and then I was there in 2014, we beat Alabama. So, it was been there for the good and bad moments, and it's been awesome.
John and I married in 1995, and John is from Oxford. Eli Manning played here when Eli was 18 months old, and so John and I talked about it, and we love the name Eli, especially because of Eli Manning. But now my Eli's is Elijah Kirk, and I think Eli Manning is Elisha, but Eli came from Eli Manning.
Ole Miss has always just felt like a home. I know to me, Eli and Mary, it's just a place where we feel at home.
The first Walk of Champions was special because as a young kid, I watched that growing up, watching different players walk through, and always wanted to be in their shoes, and then finally got the chance to.
He put on his either Jarrell Poe jersey, now he loved Deuce McAllister. Somewhere in Eli's cell phone number are those numbers. We let Eli, when he got his cell phone in 6th grade, we were like, what do you want your number to be? And he chose those numbers.
Ole Miss fandom aside, Eli, at his core, is a good old-fashioned country boy.
This is a cabin. A lot of these were killed by my granddad.
I'll call you when we're done.
Uh-oh. Right in the rear, coming up from behind. My dad took me into the outdoors, and I fell in love with it. I have videos from when I was a young kid, just hunting and fishing, and it's just fell in love with it at a young age, and ever since, just been hooked on it.
He's kind of a pretty somber person, but hunting is just the one thing that he loves. He can talk about it forever.
After a lift or after a run, we'll just be like, hey, let's go fishing. Let's go hang out at the barn. So we'll just go out there and hang out and just chat it up and just hang out with the guys.
But this Mississippi heat's no joke. I'm not used to this.
Was you from California?
Bro, you like to make that joke, don't you? Ain't nobody from California. I ain't from California. I'm from Utah.
When you enjoy the people that you're around outside of the football field, I think that just makes a team better.
That camaraderie, and really for a guy like that, building that camaraderie on the offensive line is absolutely critical, and he does a phenomenal job with that.
When you love your brother, you fight for him. You have his back no matter what, and that's what we're kind of trying to build over here is a brotherhood.
If I have a hard day out on the football field or something, I can go out and fish or go hunting or something. It just kind of brings me peace.
That's a good one.
Bigger than anything you've caught today?
No, my catfish was bigger.
Whether it was with teammates or family, hunting can form strong lifelong bonds. While away hunting in 2020, Eli received a phone call that shook his family to its very core.
I got a call that night. It was about 8:30, and it was a friend of mine, and he asked me where Eli was, but I could tell the sound of his voice, something was wrong.
I was at my hunting camp with some buddies of mine, and I got a call that night from my cousin, and he said, he was like, hey, you need to step outside.
And he said, Elise, I don't mean to scare you. He said, but there's a car, and it's kind of run off the road, and we think that it may be John.
Eli, they found your dad, he had a heart attack, and at first I was like, where is he? He's in the hospital and stuff, and he said, well, he didn't make it.
You don't see a guy like Eli cry often, so seeing him really upset was just kind of hit me really hard.
Those days after, it was tough, just having to make sure my sisters were okay, and all that, and then funeral arrangements, all that stuff.
It was a very odd time because it was during COVID. Like, nobody could come over. The Heritage Academy family got together, and I think there were 350 cars. That's not even counting the people that all got together at the school, I think the day after, and did this, what they call a drive-by visitation. And we actually stood out in our front yard, and they drove by and just kind of loved on us that way.
Eli kind of he lost his dad. He kind of shut down for a little bit. He wouldn't really talk about dad, or he didn't really like to talk to me and Mary really at all. And I always say that football kind of saved him a little bit, because before, Eli was just this energetic person. He was somebody that he could walk in a room and just light it up. Then after my dad died, he kind of lost it a little bit.
I questioned, I really went through some hard times and didn't know if I wanted to play, and kind of was like, man, I really don't know if I want to do this. Just had some dark days.
Losing his dad like that was tough. And he went through a tough time. He went through an angry stage. He went through a withdrawal stage, but I've seen him look deeper into it and know what his dad would want from him, what his dad would expect from him, and the qualities have come out of what his dad's taught him.
Had some guys invest in me back in my hometown, and they kind of got me back into working out during all the COVID stuff and got back into it. And still, there were some days where I was on the practice field as a freshman and just man, I don't know if I want to do this. I just had some really tough days, but just thankfully for teammates around me just helped pull me through.
When you go through something like that, you can either turn away from each other or go together, and I'm just so grateful that we all came together, and you can see it now. We're so much closer than we used to be when we were younger.
I have a tattoo on that's keep moving forward. My dad had it too, and that was kind of his motto to me all the time. He told me keep moving forward, whether it's an inch or a mile, just keep pushing. And so that's really just, in those tough times, just remember that and dig deep and keep pushing.
Facing dark times head on are often the moments when we learn the most about ourselves.
Every night I pray and thank God for the blessings, good and bad, because without the bad blessings, we wouldn't be who we are today.
We realized that this is what my dad would want us to do, is to use our faith to propel us forward in the rest of life. And even though our dad did die and bad things do happen, that God has brought us this far and surrounded us with all the people we love and will continue to be with us.
When I looked out on that field Saturday and saw Eli carrying that LSU trophy, I can just see John in heaven in those red pants with that blue M. All I could think about was John is having the biggest party. It's not party in the cell, it's party in heaven.
I have a message on my phone from the last football game that he sent me, and I'll read it too. It was from the last football game. It's Texas. I thought about sending a motivational message or some video, but there's really nothing left to say. Go have fun, let it all hang out, and have a blast. You put in all the work for this moment, so go enjoy it. And lastly, kill them all, let the paramedics sort them out. So the last part's just that goofy side that he always had, but it's, whenever we run out on the field to pray for the games, he's got the best seat in the house up there watching, so it's just, I can feel it.
As the team arrived for an early morning walk of champions, a special family served as the guests of honor.
So today we're doing Ole Miss Wish, and we've got a family from here in Oxford, the Rogers family. We've got 4 boys, Ryan, Will, Josh, and Adam, and their mom, Elizabeth. Their dad has been deployed for 10 months to Egypt, and today we're going to get to surprise these kids on the field with the biggest thing that we've ever done in my office. But then to try and line it up with a sports schedule and just, how we're going to get everything in place and how we're going to get everybody to where they've got to go. That's like moving mountains.
It's been 11 years, helicopter pilot for all of it, fly Blackhawks. Did active duty when I first joined in 2011. In 2019, getting out, doing the airlines for a little bit, and then switching to National Guard. Been in National Guard ever since.
The important thing to remember is the invisible work that goes on with the deployment. So, Elizabeth in this case has been with the 4 boys for 10 months by herself. Watching all of this come to fruition, where everybody's going to get to be together again, it's amazing.
And once they figure it out, I think they'll start taking off towards me, because we wrestle a lot when I'm home, so I'm sure it'll be a no holds barred free for all over there. I think they'll turn around once they realize and start running towards me.
Rebel fans, please welcome home
Chief Warrant Officer 3, Kyle Rogers.
Come here, Ryan. Come here. Oh, I missed y'all so much. Hey, I miss. You been a good boy. You got so big. You got so big. Hey, y'all like my mustache? You like the mustache?
Yes, I do.
I kissed Mom on the mouth with it, didn't I? Told you I would.
So glad to finally be able to see the boys. I've been waiting so long for this moment. Thank y'all for putting this on. It was great. I can't explain. Come here. It's good to just see, hold the boys. And now that I kissed Mom on the mouth with a mustache, we're gonna cut this into a mullet now. We'll let it flow.
Lane Kiffin has his team at 7-1 for the second straight year. With a number 10 ranking to defend, the Rebels face off against one of the most talented rosters in college football, the Texas A&M Aggies.
The Ole Miss Rebels, now number 10, everything in front of them. But what's in front of them today is a ridiculously loaded roster of Aggies. The SEC West, it'll be greatly shaped by what happens today.
All the weight of this program, their goals, the season that's still ahead of them, falls on Jackson Dart, one of the more talented dual-threat quarterbacks in the entire country.
All right, play with extreme detail, because that's what allows you to be productive. It's going to be a bare-knuckle brawl, 60 minutes and some, for your brother.
Let them make the mistakes. You play how you know how to play and get this thing done.
Team on 3, 1, 2, 3. Team.
Johnson gonna check down to Daniels, and Daniels is met immediately. And nothing there at all. Good run fit that time by Jared Ivey. Floats it downfield, and it falls harmlessly to the ground. Dejon Anthony had a real shot at an interception.
Fires it, he's got his man, and Le'Veon Moss was planted by Prince. Clobbered at the line of scrimmages. Owens, Tennyson hit him first. JJ finished him off. Back to throw. Over the middle, and it's going to be almost picked off by Cedric Johnson.
Great job on the return. Movement equals what? Rush. That's it.
The Land Shark defense kept the ball in the hands of Jackson Dart, and the West Coast quarterback did not hesitate to put the ball in the air.
Fake on a handoff, Dart, slant route, has his man to the 33, up to the 34-yard line.
2nd and 12, has a man, and in stride is able to get it to Trey Harris. 1st and goal, Judkins, touchdown Ole Miss.
Nobody set for A&M, an easy run-in for Ole Miss.
Look at the time Dart has as he connects to an absolutely wide open Dayton Wade. To the corner, what a play! Touchdown Rebs! 2nd and 9, and in stride is Harris.
There's the snap. Back to throw. Dart's going to throw quickly. He's got his man on a wheel route. Caught at the 20 by Wade and out of bounds. And the Rebels are rolling.
Dart amassed 242 yards through the air in the first half. And with the ground game equally as effective, it looked as though the Aggies would play from behind all day. But one play can change everything.
This will be a 40-yard field goal for Davis. It's blocked at the line of scrimmage. Caught by one of the Aggies. And running the other way, may take it to the house, and all the way down is Matthews for the score. They blocked it, he caught it, he scored. What a big turn of events.
Feel how that momentum flipped?
Momentum can be hard to contain.
There's the snap, quick pass near side by himself is Watkins. He was standing on the sidelines. They didn't see him. He goes down the sidelines into the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
Score it. What an answer for Ole Miss.
But the talented Aggie offense had finally begun to wake up.
Here's Daniels on 2nd and 6. He lowers the shoulder and takes it ahead to the 40-yard line. Moss. Look at the space and into the end zone. Le'Veon Moss. First drive of the second half. Looking for points.
Pressure up the middle. He has time and lobs it near side. Caught at the 25.
There's 21 yards, the kind of play they need.
Snap, handoff off the left side. First down easily to the 5-yard line.
So it's 1st and goal, Texas A&M.
Early in the second half, the Aggies were knocking at the door.
There's the snap. Fake on the handoff. Johnson throws in the end zone. Intercepted! Intercepted! He overthrew Anaya Smith, and the Rebels get the stop.
Saunders picks off Johnson.
Come here. Give me some.
Great job. Next play mentality. Great.
Ole Miss will start at the 20-yard line. Fires near side. He's got Prescorn wide open, 35, 40, and out of bounds around a 44. They lost the tight end out of the slot.
Play action, dart, a lot of time, downfield, and into the hands of Trey Harris.
Trey Harris had a monster day.
Caught at the 12-yard line by Harris again. What a catch by Trey.
Setting up the offense for success.
And here's Q. Patient and then in. Flim flam, bim bam. Refs touchdown.
Going for 2 looks like.
Clears it out as he runs in motion. Back of the end zone, wide open Trey Harris. That was easy, like taking candy from a baby.
And a big punch pump from Coach Kiffin opposite his rival Jimbo Fisher.
Max Johnson needs to put together a drive here. This game is not over by any stretch of the imagination, and the implications for both teams are still massive.
Play action. Johnson, they're closing on him, but he gets it complete, and Smith keeps his balance, and in the open field, he's so dangerous. Anaya Smith inside the 40. All you gotta do is give him a chance.
He fakes and bootlegs out to his left. Left-hander looking to throw. Lobs, he got his man wide open. Caught at the 6, and stepping in the end zone is his brother, Jake Johnson. Johnson to Johnson. Brad will be happy with that pass, and the Aggies get 6.
2nd and 10. Johnson with a man right on top of them. Diving effort inside the 5, and that was a tremendous effort.
Handoff to Daniels. Daniels is in the end zone, touchdown off the right side.
2nd and 2. Daniels straight ahead and working his way down to the 1-yard line. 1st and goal, Gig'em.
For 3 quarters, the game seemed like a lock for the Rebels.
Quarterback sneak. Johnson jumps over the top, and he's in there for the touchdown.
But with 4 minutes and 34 seconds left in the game, the Rebels were faced with a 4th quarter deficit for the 4th time this year.
Just got to go down and answer this score. And a field goal doesn't do any good. It's got to be a touchdown. 4:34 to go in the game.
Dart's going to throw. Far sidelines to Harris. Harris breaks the tackle, gets the 40, and out of bounds around the 45.
Trey Harris is having a sensational game. So it's a first down for Ole Miss as they try to retake the lead, and Judkins, oh, Q is something, isn't he?
Needing to regain the lead and eat clock, the Rebels leaned on sophomore Quinshon Judkins.
Judkins again, he's got the first down. Give it to your star running back.
Yes, sir.
Direct snap to Judkins. He's in easily off the left side. Touchdown, Ole Miss, and the Rebels are back on top.
Good job. Hey, I told you, everything I say be real. The drive is yours, and it is. All right, you took us all the way down and put it in.
Can the Rebels find some defense?
Here it comes off the edge and the B gap. So he drifts back and Johnson has to throw it away. 59 ticks of the clock remain. Down by 3, looking for the upset. Oh, jumping that route was Trey Washington. He almost. Pressure off the right side. Johnson goes downfield, and is that intercepted? Yes! They are reviewing this.
Game over, man. Game over.
After further review, the pass was incomplete.
How do you feel about overtime? Will we have it here to tie it?
No good! No good! The Rebels win it anyway! Wrap it up and get out of here! Oh my goodness!
That's how you protect the crib, man. Hey. Lock the vault down, man.
Hey, lock the vault, man. Because what we do to Bob, we do to Bob. Me hoing yoing, me knowing.
Big old down. What is they talking about? Throw the shark up, man. Bins up.
Another time we lock the ball. Hey, Rebs are hot, baby. Let's go. Let's keep it going.
Man, all glory to God, man. We had to fight for that one, but look, we know who wanted more, and we coming. We see y'all next week in Georgia, man.
Really proud of you guys. The game was going one way, and all of a sudden went the other way, kind of like the LSU thing, and you battled to win the thing at the end. Made great plays down the stretch, both ways, to win the game. Really proud of you guys, man. That's a hell of an effort, okay, to beat those guys.
Found a way to get it done. I don't even know what to say. I'm so happy right now.